So now you're ready to review the evidence that the person you're evaluating has submitted so far. So we do provide guidance that they upload and add evidence throughout the school year. So maybe you're providing that guidance that they need to add evidence monthly or quarterly or just whatever that process looks like for you. So if you want to go ahead and review the evidence that they have submitted so far and provide some meaningful and timely feedback, you have that opportunity to do that. And so you can see if evidence has been added, if it says in progress. If evidence has not been added yet, it will say not started. So let's take a look at this one as an example. So first, I'm going to click on APLDS evidence icon, and then I can take a look at the narrative that they've provided so far. Now there's going to be a box for evidence for the growth goal or achievement goal or both. And in this example, this is very helpful for them to go ahead and just repeat what the SMART goal is right here so that you have that context for what evidence that you're reviewing and which goal it's aligning with. So they can also upload documents and leave comments for your review. Everybody's going to have a box that shows evidence of school climate and then evidence of high quality professional learning from that state approved list. And we really encourage them here to add evidence that demonstrates application of their new learning. So once they've attended and participated in that professional learning, how are they turning that around and how is that impacting practice? So I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like if they've uploaded a document for your review. So if I go to the documents, I can see here as an example, and then you can click on download to be able to review that information. So for each of those different sections of evidence, you can also leave that comment. So if you want to add a new comment, you click that button and you can engage in that asynchronous dialogue with the person you're evaluating and giving that meaningful and timely feedback throughout the school year. But let's say it's at the very end of the year and they have already closed out the evidence and it's waiting for your review and approval. So if that's the case, you can still review what's been updated since you last took a look at it. I do also recommend that when they get to the very end of the year and they're closing out that evidence, that they also upload their transcript from PowerSchool PL that shows you that there are at least 30 APLDS clock hours for the current school year, so that it's just one less step for you to go into the PowerSchool PL portal and to double check their number of APLDS clock hours. So they can upload a PDF file for your review of their transcript. So you may want to go back to the documents to see if that's been provided to you. All right, so let's say again it's at the very end of the year. Everything looks good. I've made my comments and I'm ready to approve and close. You're going to go back and you're going to see this button at the bottom, close evidence. So once you select close evidence, that means you are approving of the PLP evidence that has been submitted through this platform. So I'm going to go ahead and click on close evidence. And then again, you have the opportunity to add any closing comments about their evidence that they've added the year or any of that feedback you want to provide them. So that's an optional feature for you. And then you can hit close evidence again. And at that point, that step has been completed for them and they can now move on to step 5, which is certification of program completion.